Welcome back, everyone, to the NBA 2K25 franchise with the Mexico City Aztecs. Hope y'all's day is going pretty well. It is year 2, and now it's time for the season finale. We're going to face the Knicks later on this episode, but first we got to sim a couple of weeks and see where we're at approaching the final game of the season. Dion York still leads John Cobb and Wade Anderson in the Rookie of the Year race with those 16.7 points per game and 6.4 rebounds per game. And the lottery odds currently have us with the 10th best odds to get the first overall pick, which I think would be a 3.4% chance with 12 games left on the season for us and many other teams. We have 2 other first-round picks as well. We'll check on those once we get to this final game. But let's sim these next 3 weeks and see where things are at entering Game 82 in our second season. Coming off that buzzer-beater win against Toronto, we have now pretty much split our last handful of games entering Game 82 with a 35-46 record. We beat the Kings by 5 behind 20 points from Lonzo and Grant Williams. Cobb goes 5 for 15. De'Aaron Fox drops 28 in the loss. The Rockets took us down. They're 1 win away from 50 on the year. 31 from Jalen Green, 20 plus from Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason, while nobody for us puts up more than 19 points. Cobb misses 15 jump shots. We blew out the Nets with 27 from Cam Thomas and 24 for us from Naz Reid. 17 for Cobb on a way better shooting day. Anderson goes 3 for 12. We got blown out by the Clippers. Again, having kind of a poor scoring day for the offense, but 20 plus for Bones Highland and DeJounte Murray. That is correct. He is now on the Clippers. We beat them, though, in the rematch a couple days later with 27 for John Cobb, although on 27 shot attempts. We lost by 2 against the Thunder. A lot of close losses this year against Western Conference opponents. 20 plus for Reid and Cobb here in this game. They lost by 4 against Dallas to have 65 wins, looking to repeat once we reach the playoffs. Good days for Kyrie and Luka. Naz Reid drops 24. Cobb 3 for 9 from the field. We beat Wemby and the Spurs, despite kind of a lack of offense for both teams, and 24 and 15 from Wemby. We still come out on top. We beat the Jazz once again with 24 from Lonzo and 24 from Cobb. 3 players scored 20 plus for Utah. Dion York, 15 points, 7 boards, about what his average is on the year to this point. We lose against the Kings thanks to 25 points from De'Aaron Fox. We got 19 for Cobb on 12 missed attempts. And now we're coming off a 1-point loss against Memphis. We had 20 points from Desmond Bane, 13 assists from John Morant, and we had nobody over 17 points, but Wiseman had 20 rebounds in this game. That's very impressive. So now we go back home to Mexico City for a game against one of the top Eastern Conference teams in the New York Knicks, led by Jalen Brunson. They still have the 4 guys from Nova, La Casa Nova, I think they're called, is what their kind of group name is. They still have Julius Randle. They don't have Cat. Obviously, he's still over in Minnesota alongside Anthony Edwards. So here we go against the Knickerbockers at home in Mexico City, our final game of the year, coming at the Palacio de los Deportes. Let's close the year with a win. And tip-off is officially underway here in the last game of the season. Knicks will start with the ball. Julius Randle goes immediately towards the basket, but has it denied by Wiseman. He tries again off the offensive board, and will get the scoring started. Naz Reid inside to Wiseman. Randle right there, but he can't stop him. And the Bigs go back and forth on the first 2 plays. Screen from Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart leaves it for Randle. Brunson has to shoot. Good defense. And we pull down the miss. Okoro downhill. Guarded well by Bridges, but now fouled. Free throws coming up for the guy who hit the game winner in our last episode against Toronto. The buzzer-beating 3, which walked off the game and gave us that road victory in Toronto. His free throws are both good. Open shot for Josh Hart, but his 3 won't go. Randall's right there for the rebound, and Wiseman is caught behind him. Screens off ball, setting up for Naz Reid. His triple eventually finds its way to the bottom of the nets. Had a pretty quiet game against the Raptors. Looking for a better game to close the year here against the Knicks. Downhill, Brunson draws the foul against Lonzo. Wiseman had a block if they would not have called that foul, but he has dropped over 30 points per game this year, 6 assists per game. Brunson not slowing down offensively anytime soon as he knocks down the charity stripe shots. Naz Reid, open again. Catch and shoot triple. This time it won't go. Randall brings it up. Backing down Cobb now. Good initial defense, and Randall will fire, and Cobb picks up a stop on a bigger offensive player. Really good play right there in the low post. Lonzo blows by Brunson, hands it off, and Wiseman has a mismatch. And now the pass is stolen by Lonzo. Fast break. He's got Cobb up ahead, but we slow things down. Good pass to the corner, though, and Wiseman cashes in from deep. Great play on the fast break. Back door. It's Brunson cutting below the rim. Lonzo blocks the shot back in his face. Josh Hart playing some really good on-ball defense against Naz Reid. He penetrates, lost his dribble, and now finds Wiseman behind Randall. 9 points already for the big man. Rest of our team is 5. Screen set by Mikal Bridges. Brunson fires from the elbow. Nothing but nylon. Lonzo steps into a triple. It won't go. Randall pushing inside. DiVincenzo fades but misses, and Cobb pulls down the rebound. Got a mismatch inside. Wiseman on Brunson. Help has to come. Pass out to Lonzo. His 3 rattles out. Randall all the way to the rim, and he draws the foul. Number 2 on the Aztecs. First on Naz Reid. Randall, 20 points per game this year. One of the top scorers on this Knicks offense. Brunson, of course, the number 1 scoring option. The free throws from Randall will be split. Good pass. Naz Reid slipping by Hart, and he draws the foul and got the bucket to go too. Had 17 points back in that loss, that 1-point loss against Memphis 2 days ago. But a 3-point play here, and Naz Reid has 6 early ones after only 7 against Toronto last episode. And off. Brunson open and good. Lonzo behind the back all the way to the 10, but not able to finish. So he gets Cobb more involved here offensively. He has yet to even take a shot so far in the first quarter. Josh Hart shrugs off Lonzo and lays it in. Driving once again, Lonzo, and one this time on Brunson. Our second bucket with the foul called here in the quarter as Lonzo will cap off that 3-point play. The Aztecs lead by 6 early on. Brunson looking to drive inside. Now picked up by Naz Reid, and he gets by him, but has it blocked from behind. What a play by Naz Reid. And we give it right back. A bad pass by John Cobb. Fast break for New York. DiVincenzo will draw the foul against the rookie. First free throw drops in for DiVincenzo. And he goes 1 for 2. Naz Reid spins over 2 defenders. Quick bucket on the other end. Off-ball movement setting up. Mikal Bridges, a foot inside the arc. Can't knock it down. All the way over top, nearly turned over, but Reid just throws it in off the tip. That's not going to be an assist, but it will be a bucket, and now we've got 24 to their 15 points. Really good start for the offense here as Brunson cuts and lays it in traffic. Naz Reid calling for it. Josh Hart draped all over him. Naz Reid tips it out, and it stays alive with the Aztecs. High ball screen set by Reid. Lonzo fires top of the key and cashes it with the triple. Randall the screen. Deep 3 for DiVincenzo. No luck. All the way up. Naz Reid trying to push the tempo. Randall's right there to meet him. Nice spin move. Brunson drives. Lonzo went up too early. We jump ahead. 7:36 to go here in the first half. And the Aztecs are looking very good on both ends. Only 26 points allowed and 43 scored. Brunson driving. Great on-ball defense by Lonzo. And we take over up by 17 points here in the first half. Screen set by Adams. It's whipped inside to him. Randall too slow to catch up. Randall hands it off. Brunson with plenty of room, and that 3 drops in. Lonzo steps back, goes right back to the rim, and draws a foul. The second on Jalen Brunson. Front end will eventually find its way through for Lonzo Ball. Naz Reid back in the game. Bogdanovich in as Cobb takes a seat. The free throws are splits. Fast break, and Reid blocks the shot out of bounds. Josh Hart thought he had a freebie. Brunson off the screen, cashes in once more. Reid drives right into Josh Hart's strong finish. And Reid's big day continues. Already got 12 points with still half the quarter left. Hart leaves it for Randall. Great pass over the top. Timeout Aztecs up by 14. Time counting down. Gotta fire a shot off here. Bogdanovich contested. No. DiVincenzo leaves it for Randall. Back-to-back buckets for him. Lonzo lost it. Wiseman recovers. Bogdanovich lets it fly and sinks it. Trying to answer back. DiVincenzo rattles that 3 in from the corner. The Knicks are closing the gap. It's back to 12. Screen set. Bogdanovich, same spots. A bit offline that time. Brunson up to Hart. He steps out of bounds. It goes the other way. James Wiseman, top 5 in field goal percentage this year. Very impressed by his offensive ability pretty much all year long. Screen sets. Bogdanovich, open shots. Just off. Mikal wants it down low. Bogdanovich on him. Bridges off the window and in, and now it's down to 10. Wiseman sets the screen. Bogdanovich lets it rip and is back online. Randall pulls the trigger but can't respond from downtown. Another triple. Bogdanovich is just letting things fly right now. I can't blame him. DiVincenzo, top of the key. That one rolls around and out, and now we got a potential fast break going here. Reid over Randall, left it short. Another triple, just trading three-point attempts. One more miss by the Knicks. Wiseman has a mismatch. He lost the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. Good penetration and good job drawing the foul by DiVincenzo. That comes against the second-round rookie Wade Anderson. You can see that Randall's production has really dropped off as the year has gone on. Very similar to Naz Reid's production, in my opinion. DiVincenzo, first free throw is good. Cobb back in the game alongside Josh Green, Williams, Anderson, and now James Wiseman to close the first half. Dumped inside. Williams backs down Hartz. Gets to work. Reverse layup won't go. At least put your eyes on the rim. Baseline jumper. Randall connects on it. And now it's down to single digits. Anderson drives, leaves it for Wiseman. Pump faking a couple of times and finishing a couple feet away. Bridges sets the screen. Randall fires and laces one from deep. Trying to save for the final shot of the quarter. Anderson fakes a spin, pulls the trigger, and misses the shot. We go to halftime, leading 56-48. A better second quarter there by the Knicks, but we still have an 8-point lead. Strong first half. Let's keep it going with these last two quarters. Despite the Aztecs shooting 9% better there in the first half, it is still a relatively close game. There's a reach-in foul against Dante DiVincenzo. We have not even seen Cobb take a shot, I don't think, in that first half. Looking for him to get more involved here as he's been held in check for the first time in several episodes. The step-back jumper, that was good from Lonzo. Nothing but net. Open look, deep triple, in and out for Jalen Brunson. Lonzo leaves it for Wiseman right down the middle of the court. Randall comes over, sets the pick, then rolls inside. Hart keeps it, hands it off to Randall, and he missed it. Good pass. Now Lonzo's the one throwing it down. Wiseman picks up the assist. 11 points now for Lonzo Ball. He is off to a 2-for-2 start here in the second half. Pretty good start for the offense. We're back up by 14. Brunson waiting for a screen. Downhill. Back out. Bridges lets it fly, but is off the mark. Off the screen, Okoro gets downhill and lays it in for two. Beautiful drive right there. Stepping into a three and draining it. Jalen Brunson with the behind-the-arc shot. His first bucket of the third. The first bucket for the Knicks here in the third quarter after a 19-point first half for Brunson. Lonzo steps back and is off to a hot start. Up ahead to Randall right at the rim for two. The assist goes to Brunson. Cobb finds Lonzo. He won't fire, but he will pass instead to Reed, but he left it short with Hart right there in his face. Brunson, fast break three, too strong. Lonzo dumped inside. Wiseman doubled. It doesn't matter. Screen set by Randall. Brunson trying to breathe some offense, or some life rather, into his offense, but right now he could not carry the Knicks as we are kind of pulling away here early in the half. Reed is doubled. Out to Okoro. Lonzo gets the extra pass, but can't connect this time. His first miss of the quarter. Randall. One step and a miss. Too strong off the window. Screen comes over, set by Naz Reid. Lonzo picked up well. Spinning. Having to fire. No good, and Bridges pulls it down. Up to Brunson. Transition. Triple. He drills it. Still has not shot the ball. Knicks looking for a couple of stops in a row here. Reid lets it fly and responds. High ball screen set. DiVincenzo crosses over, but Cobb stays with them. Great defense by the rookie once again. Cobb waits for the screen. Fires a deep triple. His first shot that we've seen so far is not close to going in. That was a pretty tough one right there. Little pick and pot for DiVincenzo. He drains the trifecta, and it's back to 13 points. Pick and roll. Lonzo dumps it inside to Wiseman behind the Knicks defense. Brunson with space. That bucket's going to go. Over the top and stolen. A bit behind Okoro, the intended target that time. Brunson inside with the penetration. Cobb just can't find room. He'll still throw it up and finally has a bucket that drops in. Randall blows by Wiseman in for the hammer. What a play. Good spin by Naz Reid. Now backing down Hart, just a couple feet away. Can't get it to go. Brunson, baseline pull up over Cobb. Yes. And once again, New York has cut the lead back inside double digits. We'll watch one more third quarter play here for the offense before we sim ahead to the fourth quarter and wrap things up here at home to close the year. Shot clock's winding down. Okoro has to find some space. His three won't go in, but Wiseman pulls it down and puts it back. We jump ahead, 7:15 to go. The Knicks have climbed all the way back in, and we are tied up at 95 points apiece. Just trying to stave off this comeback one last time after leading for essentially the entire ball game. Gotta find some offense here, though. Okoro has it. Off the screen. Back over the top. Adams. Too strong. He gets it back and missed again. Third try. Out to Okoro. He got it! Cutting inside. Brunson lays it in. We still got Lonzo and Reid on the bench right now. But Cobb is back in alongside Anderson, Wiseman, Okoro, and Grant Williams. Just got to keep the offense going here to close this game out. Screen set off ball. Cobb cuts inside and waited too long to fire. Randall got there in time to make it a tough contested shot. Brunson over Anderson. Too much. Aztecs still up by one. Up ahead. Williams pumps and can't lay it in. Really good defense by New York here. These last couple of trips down. Now it's a three. Mikal Bridges laces it from deep. A big shot to put the Knicks in front. 4.5 to play. Might have to call timeout here soon. Cobb cuts, gets the pass late, and can't finish over two towering defenders. Man, they've been playing some lockdown defense here in this fourth quarter. Brunson blows by everybody. We gotta call a timeout. Lonzo and Naz Reid back in for the Aztecs. These last 4 minutes and change. They breathe some life into this team to close this game out and end year two with a victory. Screen set by Naz. Lonzo fires. No good, but Wiseman pulls it down and gives us a spark. Brunson has 35 points. Driving. Good kick out. Bridges rattles one in. And the Knicks lead blossoms to 5. Wiseman comes up. Reid pulls the trigger but can't respond. We need some stops down the stretch. Hart to Randall. They're going to call that a foul. I don't agree whatsoever. Randall, 18 points, adding to it at the line late in this one. Now it's us having to come back here at home. Catch and shoot. John Cobb drills a triple, his third of the game. His first here while we are watching. That'll cut the lead from 7 down to 4. We need a couple stops in a row. Brunson. A couple of spins. Now penetrates and lost the ball, but Lonzo can't corral it. It's going to stay with New York with a brand new possession. Isolation for Jalen Brunson. Lonzo on an island. Randall comes over. He gets around it. Brunson drives and lays it in, beating the buzzer. The Knicks were shooting 40% at the break. Now they're shooting 47%, the same as us. Under 2 minutes to go. Need some big plays by the entire starting five. There's one from Cobb. He's got 5 straight points. Handoff. Mikel out to Brunson. Lonzo has to stay in front. Step back. No good. Here's our chance to close it back to 1 score. Okoro. Inside. Got it to go off the window. Driving and got it. Soft touch from Brunson to give him 39. Just a quick response to try and quiet this kind of dwindling crowd. But Wiseman rises for the lob. Still a 2-point game. 67 seconds left and counting. Brunson might try and drive again. Tough one. Okoro pulls it down. A bucket could tie or take the lead. Lonzo to Okoro. Reed sets the screen. Okoro has one man to beat, but passes back out, and we have to jack up a triple. That is the last thing you want to see, is having that bad of an offensive possession. Now 1 foul away from putting these guys at the line for 2, and it's going to be Jalen Brunson taking free throws. Wow. The first one is good. Brunson's not going to miss these. Got to foul somebody else next time. And hopefully knock down a 3 here on what could be our final actual possession to win this game, or at least make it close. It's got to be a 3, and it's got to be fast. Cobb has it, but it's guarded well. Too much drilling, but now a foul is called. The bucket won't go. He's got to hit both. The front end is going to find its way in. Now the biggest shot of the 2, and it's perfect. 2-point game. Got to foul someone else besides Brunson and hope that they will miss a free throw. It's going to be DiVincenzo at the line for 2. The first one is good. He's also a pretty reliable free throw shooter. And he goes 2 for 2. Got to hit one more shot and do the same thing all over again. Okoro to inbound. Cobb has it. It's got to be a 3. Reed out to Okoro. His 3 ball is perfect. This guy is so good when it comes to a clutch play. And now 2 more free throws for DiVincenzo. And if he misses at least 1, we have a shot to tie or win with... Oh, he missed it! Oh! The front end's no good. We're going to have a chance. We have no timeouts, though. We have to go quick. And he goes 0 for 2. It's a 1-point game. You got to go fast, Lonzo. Who do we go to win? Lonzo will just force it. It's no good. The Knicks hold on to win. We couldn't drop a play in time. And we lose game 82 by 1 in a thrilling finish in Mexico City. I can't win them all, but that was a very winnable game. We led for most of it until late. The Knicks win a nail-biter after outscoring us by 12 in the fourth quarter to win by a single point. Most of Cobb's points came during Simmons. We saw a couple nice fourth quarter buckets by him. Wiseman 11 for 12, 23 and 9. Naz Reid 15 points, Lonzo 14. But Jalen Brunson drops 41. Our defense has given up big games to plenty of superstar talents as the year has gone on. And we fall despite shooting very well in all three phases of the game. We just got beat late in this one and also had 12 turnovers to their 6, which really cost us. The MVP this year goes to Luka Doncic, dropping a near triple-double just like last year, so back-to-back MVPs for him. And Deion York does eventually come out on top in Kia Rookie of the Year voting, just over John Cobb. Eamon Thompson, 6th Player of the Year. Wemby wins Kia Depoy. Bones Highland, Most Improved Player. Nikola Jokic, Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. And Jordan Hobson wins Executive of the Year as well for the Mavericks. Moving on to all team selections, you got Luka, Nikola Jokic, Wemby, Ant, and Tyrese Halliburton, followed by Devin Booker, John Morant, Sabonis, Giannis, and SGA on the second team. AD, Mobley, LaMelo, Jalen Williams, and Cade Cunningham on the third team. All defensive first team led by Wembanyama, Anthony Davis, Mobley, Giannis, and Chet Holmgren. All defensive second team, Walker Kessler, Miles Turner, Robert Williams, Asar Thompson, and of course, Bam Adebayo. All rookie first team, the Aztecs have 2 players with John Cobb and Wade Anderson alongside Iancu Ionescu of the Hornets, RJ Brooks of the Nets, and Deion York, of course, of the Utah Jazz. Followed by Dustin Brand, Douglas Farrell, AJ Mitchell, Albert Cheeks, and Harrison Ingram on the all-rookie second team. So we miss out on the entire postseason. The Grizzlies secure the 10 seed. Dallas is the 1. And the Pacers are the 1 over in the East. New York ends up with the 2 after beating us in the final game of the year. These were your final stats on the year for the Aztecs roster. Less than 20 points per game for everybody on our team, including Naz Reid and John Cobb, who still led us in scoring all year long, and Cobb only missed 1 game with that broken leg, but then came back and kind of finished his year kind of quietly, to be honest with you. Lonzo, 12-7, or 13-7 if you round up. Wiseman, 11-9. I think he could be a really, really good backup for us if he can find a better starter at the 5. So that will be a spot to look at in the draft or the open market in terms of signing free agents. Couple of guys shot poorly, like Anderson, Trent, and Grant Williams all shooting about 41, 42%. Josh Green at 43%. So definitely some players to think about moving on from. But there were guys that I think that we can really keep around for the future, which obviously includes Naz Reid, John Cobb. Lonzo, I think, will be here for at least a couple more years before we find the true future point guard for this franchise. Wiseman could be an option for us as a really good backup center. Anderson, we'll see about him. Trent, we'll also see about him. I thought he would be a big part of our team, but kind of got phased out after we made those couple of trades earlier in the year. Okoro definitely is going to have a spot for us, whether it's off the bench or as a starter. And the rest of our team, we'll just have to see. We end up with the 4th worst offense in the NBA with just below 109 points per game. And our defense was, top 10. Top 10's not bad, but not as good as it was last year for sure. The field goal percentage probably is bottom 2. Yeah, we are second to last, only in front of the Lakers. 3-point percentage, we were actually up here in the top 11 at number 11. So things to work on. I think rebounding was not very good either. We only had 49 per game, which is good for about middle of the pack. So definitely things to work on there. We had one of the worst passing teams, the 3rd worst, in fact. So definitely things to work on there. So again, rebounding, passing are 2 things to look at as we approach our next off-season, guys. It looks like Ant was the league leader in points per game at 35, one of 6 players to score 30 or more in a game on average. Top rebounders are Mobley and Sabonis. Top passer was Halliburton, followed by Luka, and then James Harden. So the usual suspects there. Top field goal percentage belongs to Derek Lively at 64%, but Wiseman was top 3. So again, I think he is a player to keep around for potentially the long haul. He's a paint beast and is only 25 years old, so he has plenty of years left to give us. In terms of prospects, though, Yuri Nevsky is a 6'8" forward out of Russia, 20 years old. Will probably go late 1st round, early 2nd round, not really sure entirely, but 2K has him going at number 20. Other drafts have him going at 36 or 40. Not sure about his badges yet or his ratings at all. His grades don't seem to be very promising, though, so we'll actually have to wait for more on him. We got shooting guard Kennedy Nash out of Alabama, and a 3-point rating is really good for anybody coming out of college. Good athlete, potential's at C, and he has a ceiling of only a starter, so not looking to draft him most likely. Gene Teague is a 7-foot center out of Washington, a Patrick Ewing All-NBA ceiling, but an Enes Freedom bench/floor. So there is some concerns there about his floor being so low. He can score when posted up on, or when he's posting up on defenders. He's a good low post defender as well, but not spectacular. Can steal the ball sometimes, but does lack floor awareness and passing situations, and has only so-so balance. And that is true based on his profile grades. I think T could be a guy that could be a late round pick for us, so we're going to add him to our draft board. Then next you have Seth Stewart, 6'10", forward from Georgia, and he's pretty much only a good athlete, can also rebound pretty well, but only C+, that's not great. And his ceiling, with no badges, is only as a starter. Decent on-ball defender, can sometimes block some shots, but is slow to grasp new offenses, and sometimes does allow guys to blow past him, so keep that in mind. To be honest, nobody else looks that intriguing to me that we have at 100%. There is Scott Starks that has 1 badge. Good rebounder, 6'10" center from Indiana, 21 years old, but kind of a low ceiling. So again, not a lot of players this late in the draft that have like a promising ceiling compared to the average player. I think the top 5 of this draft is going to really be a difference maker for whoever makes those top 5 picks. The mock drafts currently have us at pick 10 still, so that loss does not really change a whole lot for us at this stage. And the Kings pick is going to be number 15. So we have 2 lottery selections. So 2 picks with odds to get into the top 4, which is where I want us to be, or top 5. Either one works. The other pick is going to be around... Oh, I just skipped over it. We have 13 and 15. Okay. Almost got tripped out there. So we might have 3 lottery picks. Actually, we got lucky with how those 2 teams closed the year. Now we have a real chance to actually make a pretty sizable trade up here and get into that top 5 if we don't get lucky with our lottery odds. So things have actually really turned around here for those chances. That's exciting. We are going to sim the playoffs and approach the end of the episode, guys. Simming through, Dallas takes down Houston and makes the finals once again behind Luka's, like, historical WCF performance. 45, 11, and 10. Are you kidding me? On 60% shooting? What the hell is going on here? It's a Mavericks-Cavaliers finals. The Cavs, as the 6th seed, make it after beating Chicago round 1, beating Atlanta round 2, who previously took down New York in a 7th seed upset in round 1, and then the 8th seed also won. They beat the Pacers and made it to the ECF, on to lose against the Cavaliers. Dallas kind of destroyed their opponents. They beat the Spurs in 5 games after the Spurs beat Minnesota in round 2. And now it's Mavericks Cavaliers, and the Mavericks win in 6. Luka just had one of the best years you'll ever see in NBA history. Mavericks are now back-to-back champions with this finals victory, and we move into the off-season period, July 3rd, 2026. Now just a couple days away from the NBA draft, where things could get wild for us as we look to draft our next franchise cornerstone. That is going to close year 2, everybody. Mavericks on top for the first 2 years of the franchise, as the Aztecs now have 3 lottery picks in this year 2 draft. And we're going to see what we can possibly pull off here with this draft class next time around, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, leave your feedback down below. Who do you think we should draft? Who is the perfect fit for this team? Who is the perfect signing for us to make after we make these draft selections? And I'll see you guys here in a couple of days' time. Peace out. Have a great day.